What up, y'all?
What up, Deuce? What up, Deuce?
And we are here for you. You looking for one of the hottest podcasts out? We talk about relationships, trending topics, here to bridge the communication gap between genders. I know we might come off as gender wars, but we're not. We just like to have nice conversations to kind of
Oh, look at your text to see something I had sent you the other day.
Okay.
Other topic.
Oh, you want to start off with that? Punk starting off with topics today, and I definitely do appreciate it. I definitely appreciate him kicking us off with some topics today. You know, because as much. All right.
No, you gotta check.
Oh no, I was gonna intro y'all.
Oh
yeah, I was gonna intro y'all. You know, we got Punk in the building.
What up? What up?
What's going on, man? V-Chat in the building.
Hey.
How y'all doing?
Y'all don't pay me no mind. First day back at work.
First day back
Lazy
at work.
Day, yeah.
Lazy day. I think you'll be all right, man.
Spur of the moment, you know.
Yeah, we did just do like a pop-up podcast. We did not plan this at all, but hey, we here. We need content, and we here to have a good conversation with y'all. Shout out to everybody on the chat. Thunderbolt Nelson, Lady DMP on Instagram.
Appreciate y'all.
TikTok. Shout out to Yahoo over here at YouTube. We just started, so eventually people will start coming on. So you know school is about to start back, right? So they had this thing that it was. Well, let me look it up real quick. Okay, so it was a video on TikTok, and it was a lady upset because basically the teacher said school supplies are now classroom supplies. So basically, when you buy your kids the supplies for school, and you take it to school, they put it all in a bucket, and the teacher passes out the supplies as they do activities. So it's no more putting like your child's name on stuff, or like the stuff that you bought just stays with them. They put it all in a big bucket and classified as classroom supplies. So
I thought that's what the extras was, like that list that they give when you have to take like the 24 packs of crayons, the Kleenex. I thought all of that stuff was for the class. So they're not saying that stuff. They're saying the stuff in your child's backpack will now go into a bin.
Yeah. The supplies that you
what they doing
send them to school with. I just saw it on TikTok. I'm not sure what school it was. This is excluding
that list that we're supposed to like get for the classroom, like the Clorox wipes, the 10 things of glue.
Yeah, no,
the crayons. It's outside of that.
No, it is that.
It is that.
Oh, that's what I thought they did anyway. You just use it as it needed to come up, like this, so it wasn't 10 packs of crayons just for my child. I thought it was always used as just classroom supplies.
First of all,
the
why
extra
are you?
Stuff.
So you saying yo school supply list say you send a list home with every parent, not you, but saying your child needs 10 packs of crayons.
So there have been lists like, just like the 24 pack or the 10 pack, like 24 that.
The 24 pack of crayons has got 24 crayons in it.
Right, but I'm 10 packs of those.
Nah, I'm not buying no 10 pack. Why?
So that I knew CPS has, that's kind of how they've done it, like a classroom list of supplies, like the Kleenex.
Nah, they tripping.
And like the glue sticks and stuff. I thought that's how it was always done. But.
So Punk, why don't you why you say they tripping as far as that goes?
So first of all, ask me if I want to donate supplies, because that's basically what you having me do. You're assuming because I'm buying supplies for my kid that I can afford to supply classroom stuff for other people's kids, because obviously everybody ain't bringing what they need to bring. If you got these lists with that's this big and you're saying, oh, we're going to use it for the whole classroom, why? If every parent buys their kids their individual supplies and it's in their book bag, or even if you got bins that say this is Johnny's, this is Danielle's, this is whoever, and they put their stuff in there, why do I am I entitled, why do I have to let the other kids use that? Now if you're saying, oh well, every student, their parent can't afford to buy them school supplies, then that should become a state government issue, because one, y'all already take hella taxes out my money for whatever y'all do with it. It is systems in place that's supposed to go to the schools, right? Statewide systems. So why are you leaning on parents?
And funding.
Right. So why are you leaning on parents now to say, oh, y'all gonna buy all the supplies and they just go in a bin and every kid can use them? So then when all that is broke, destroyed, or whatever happened, then who are you leaning on to rebuy these supplies? Because the same parent's going to be coming out of pocket.
I think at that point, once everything that's bought kind of at the beginning of the year is gone, I think the teachers maybe replenish or redo things. I don't think it's, again, like then asking the parents to be like, hey, we're out of supplies, we need you to do this again. I think at that point, the teachers do it. But again, like, you know, my kid will just be going to school this year, so I don't know, but I have seen lists where parents have had to buy like 10 packs of crayons, like a 24 pack of pencils, 12 glue sticks, for whatever reason, is for class resources. So, you know, outside of, you know, that's just that school list is just class resources. Then whatever you buy your kid outside of that, it's for your kid.
Why am I paying for class resources?
I guess to help the teachers out because they don't make a lot of money. I don't know.
Why am I helping the teachers out when there's state funding? This is supposed to be funded by the state, right? Now, I'm in education, so look, I understand. However, that don't mean that I would feel like it's right to be like, oh, parents, y'all gotta bring supplies and this and that and markers and Sharpies and
I don't think no, I don't think it's a requirement. It's the list that's in there. I don't know if it's a requirement or not, but it's just like, I guess if you do it, you do it, and then if you don't, then you know you don't. But it's ultimately, I guess, to help the teachers help the kids, I guess.
Well, I think the problem came in to where they're saying that you can't have supplies just for your student. You can't take Johnny to school with Johnny's name written on his 24 pack of crayons and Johnny's name written on his glue stick. Why? And Johnny's name written on his ruler, because they're saying that they're putting it into a community bin, and the teacher will disperse those supplies as they have those certain activities.
So I feel like you should allow parents to buy what they want to for their kids that stay in their book bag or their pencil box, and ask them, do you want to donate supplies for the classroom? Then now that's completely different. Yeah, I might not mind donating stuff for the classroom, but to tell me my kid can't have his own personal stuff that I'm spending my money on for my kid, that sound crazy to me.
Yeah, I thought
that's like saying don't send your kid with a lunch because he got to feed the whole class. So if you send them with lunch, it's going in this thing and everybody should be able to eat it. No, no, I'm sorry, it don't work like that. It just don't. No,
cut these chicken nuggets in 4. Everybody.
And I don't even think you should be teaching kids that anyway. Like, not saying there should be separation between the students, but you're making other kids feel like they're entitled to my stuff that I paid for. Then when they start feeling entitled all the time, like, oh, I should have this because somebody else done bought it for me all the time. Nah, that's not cool.
Well, they were saying that they were doing this for
less fortunate kids.
The underprivileged kids, the less fortunate kids.
Yeah, the state should be doing it. Or you ask me if I want to donate for the less fortunate kids. Mm-hmm. I still might do that, but to tell me my kid can't have because of what another kid has going on, that's not fair to my kid.
Yeah, I didn't think that was cool. Definitely to say, don't, they can't have their own individual things. I would rather you just have 2 lists. Right. Just have 2 lists. Hey, this portion of the list is going towards the community. portion, and this portion of the list is what your student can have individually, supplies that they can have individually. But just to say, hey, don't, if you bring your supplies, it's going into the community bin because nobody has their own supplies. That would be just a little too much, I would think.
I just believe community stuff should be paid for and supplied by whoever is running that community.
Mm-hmm.
So don't tell me my child, but then I'm supplying community stuff. But all these kids, the community they in, the school, is ran by who? Not by me. So.
You had anything else on VChat?
No. It's crayons. Let them share. Like, especially now because they're at Walmart for like 50 cents. Like, it's not, I get the point of like them having their own things, but yeah, it's crayons. Okay.
All right. Next topic here.
It's more than crayons to pump.
It ain't more than crayons. It's the principle. It ain't about
the principle. He about the principle. Shout out to y'all on the TikTok chat. Hot Lava, DG, D Bugs, Lee Lucas, appreciate you. Kirby Gordon, appreciate you. Iffy J23, appreciate you. Let's move on to another topic here. In your guys' opinion, do you need a hobby outside of being a parent and being a spouse?
Yes. I think so. Or just something that you like to do. Just something, even if it's not a hobby, just time to yourself outside of that, just to keep yourself grounded. That's how I feel. Shit.
You said that's it?
Yeah.
What you think, Fun?
Your ass need to be consumed with me. Let me stop.
Here he goes. Here we go.
Yeah, everybody need outside hobbies or things they like to do because you still need to satisfy yourself, like, and just what you may need. Cause I ain't got everything you need, and the times I may not be around or you may not be around, you shouldn't just be sitting like, oh, I wonder what they doing. Oh, why they not here with me? Like, you might be doing something. Why you laughing? I'm just
no, it's just because some people are clingy. Like, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just talking about just the clingy.
You should have things to do to be productive when you're not in someone else's space. Thanks. Whatever that is, your hobby could be watching TV shows, but you should have that where it's like, oh, I could just go do this, and it's not, oh, you been gone too long. Why you ain't here? Like, damn, you.
Yeah, like, where you at?
Yeah,
watching TV shows is a hobby.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
What makes it a hobby?
Yeah, what makes it a hobby is something. Playing sports is a hobby. Like, watching TV could be a hobby, I guess. I don't know.
Something you enjoy doing. It doesn't necessarily have to be a hobby,
But you need to know how to spend time with yourself when you're away from your significant other and the kids.
Am I on? Yeah, I agree. Like in a relationship, you have to keep some type of individual or just yourself. You got to keep some type of individual part of yourself, and a hobby can really just keep you grounded in what you like outside of just your partner or just outside of family time, or and I believe it's really good for your mental health, because sometimes we need to just escape reality at times. And when you have a hobby, whether it's watching TV, whether it's working on music, whether it's designing clothes, whatever it is, working on cars, it's something that you can get lost in, and you can really just ground yourself and find peace, whether it's for 30 minutes or an hour or however long it takes. But you could just really find peace, and I think that's really good, because we shouldn't define ourselves just on our relationship and being a parent. because within those things, there's just like a lot of necessity, right? Sometimes you just need to, I guess, just live and be free and be inside your own head without all the expectations that come with being a father, being a wife, being a mother, being a father. Sometimes it's good to just take time for yourself. Anything, Punk, you wanna?
Nope.
Nope.
Have your own thing going on.
VJ.
No.
Okay. Are there some hobbies that you wouldn't approve of as far as your relationship goes?
VJ?
Oh, me? I don't know.
We would have to really define hobbies.
Yeah, like how. Not define hobby, but define what the activity is or what it is that they're doing. Like, are you? I can't say that. Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Are you sitting up for 18 hours watching porn, or what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Watching.
You know what I'm saying? Like, are you like what are you doing? Because it's like it could be excessive, but I don't know.
Is that different than a TV show?
It depends on what kind of TV shows you watch.
Look, I'm only asking because if it was okay to watch TV, why you got an issue with me watching porn? What's the issue?
Well, I guess that's not an issue with you with the person watching porn. I guess it wouldn't even matter the amount of time.
Yeah, because if you out doing your own thing and that's how I want to use my time, what's wrong with that?
Stress relief.
I ain't say nothing about that. I just sit here watching.
It's just background noise.
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm not background noise because sometimes you just put stuff on and you're not really paying attention to it. Yeah.
That's some weird background noise, but I mean,
Yeah, I guess you have to. I guess like so. I guess you have to define like what the activity is and
is
if it's within
going
your
to the
boundaries.
strip club a hobby?
No.
I don't think it's a hobby because, like.
So is going to the regular club a hobby?
No.
Okay, that's just a event.
Yeah, that's not a hobby.
Some people think going to the casino wouldn't be a hobby either. Then.
No.
Going to music events, that's not a hobby. Going to see live music.
I think music would be like
if you're actually playing
like
it
if
or
you
creating it,
right? But just going to
concerts and stuff,
events isn't.
Just something that you enjoy doing.
But that's
sightseeing is a hobby, right? So
we
have to really define what's a hobby. We'll have to really know what's the base of like. Okay, hobby is X, Y, Z.
Everybody should have things that they do outside of their relationships. Whether it's
we
parenting.
need to say hobby because if you talking about I like to swing when we ain't together.
No, nobody said that.
I'm just saying I'm
thinking more like sightseeing, going to concerts, doing festivals, like stuff like that. I'm not talking about going to like swinging clubs or stuff like that. Just like normal stuff.
No, I feel you. That's why I need to be defined. An activity done regularly in one's leisure time for pleasure.
Oh, that's pretty broad. That's pretty
it is
broad.
Very broad.
That's pretty.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have some regulations on the hobbies because.
But we know there's boundaries within every relationship. Everybody has their boundaries. So as long as
everybody do have their boundaries.
Right.
Yeah.
So as long as you're within boundaries, within like the relationship boundaries, it should be like.
So I guess you could be okay with no porn for what's a boundary for a hobby?
If somebody wants to watch porn for 18 hours a day,
that's like 18 hours.
That is ridiculous.
Well, you don't need to go to work.
You don't need to be doing nothing for 18 hours.
That's not a hobby.
I'm saying somebody. That was excessive.
Your life at that point.
Man,
if that's what they wanted to do, it's kind of like, well, do you?
Nah, that ain't healthy. That ain't healthy. That healthy. All right. So, let me get us to the next topic then. Y'all done with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all done with that. Next topic.
I saw a question on Facebook. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Take over.
It said, shout out to Poetry I Speak. It said, how come when women are unable to take care of their child financially, they get government assistance. But when a man can't take care of his child financially, child support, they get jail time. Why is that?
Has the man applied for government assistance to help?
Well, they don't be giving. Come on now, but even that, I'm just.
That's a valid question because
if the mother is getting assistance from the government, are they giving the man assistance?
He can get it for himself, absolutely.
That ain't got nothing to do with the child. So
what
we're
I'm saying is you can get it for yourself and give it to the mother as a form of support because you aren't able to financially do it. So you can get that SNAP.
If you on child support and you don't pay your child support because you're not financially able to, which is you not being able to take care of your child financially, what happens from that? When it's a man, we can get jail time.
That's the same as a woman. If she's on child support, it's the same thing. If she's on child support and she can't financially take care of the kid, then she gets jail time as well. So that's equal. Like in the sense, so I see what you're saying. In a sense of like, it just seems more of a repercussion for y'all. Like if guys aren't able to, whereas women have other choices. But 9 times out of 10, the woman has women have other
choices. That's what you just said.
No. I'm saying while women have the choice of applying for assistance because they have sole custody of the child. That doesn't stop the man from applying for benefits for himself. Does that go? And you can use it as a form if you're not on court order child support. But if you're on court order child support, can't you go and get modifications like, hey, I'm not working right now. I'm trying, but I'm not working right now. Aren't there modifications that can be done?
I don't know. I never been on child support.
Right. So I would assume that
it was a question posed by a female. I just thought it was interesting that it is like, but that's kind of like the same.
Yeah, it's
never
the same.
Mind.
Yeah.
I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but
what rabbit hole?
It's just certain privileges that women get that men don't get. Even the outlook on y'all and feeling like it went out. Even the outlook on y'all and if y'all give a kid up for adoption, it's like, oh, she's so strong, she knew she couldn't handle it, and but if it's a man and he can't take care of his child, it's like you a deadbeat. Like it's that double standard. So I think the question was posed kind of in that sense of like, and I don't know because I'm not the person who posed the question, but it's like women who can't take care of their child, it's like, oh, they can go get aid and link and cash and whatever else, but for a man it's like, nope, child support. And if you can't pay child support, you going to jail. And this is why don't they say, even like you're saying, a man on child support, why the government don't say, hey, we're going to give you cash and link so you can help provide for your child?
Well, the cash portion is literally to take care of the kid. So whoever has custody of the kid will get the cash so then it's almost like you're double dipping into like this federal government pot. Because like you're getting cash for this kid and she's getting cash for the kid. So but you have, if a guy had full custody of his children, you have the same options that a woman would have. So it's not like if you had custody of your kids and you don't have the option of getting the SNAP, getting the cash, getting the medical for the kid, because as long as you have custody of the child, you can do that. But in the sense of like the woman having the child and you not being able to like pay child support, pay court order child support, so it's deemed against you. Like I know there has to be some kind of like ramification for it if you're unable to because you can't find a job or whatever like that, to have some type of modification so that it's not held against you, because you can't do something you can't physically get something that you don't have.
So the same way they take out money for child support, they can just take the cash and give it straight to the woman.
Yeah. So what happens is when the woman is getting cash from the state.
No, I'm asking why they don't do that for men.
Wait, so if you had the custody of the kid, you could get cash.
Regardless of custody.
I'm trying to explain to you. So the way the child support works, say if you're on child support for $300 a month, she receives $260 a month in cash.
Right.
she will only get $40 from you because the state intervenes to take that $260 to go back to what they're given.
Which is crazy.
Right, but they do that. But they do that. So she's not double dipping. So she's not getting money from you. It's weird.
Exactly.
And the state, because the state got to recoup their money. I never thought about it like that. So you talk until you really talk it out. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still double, like, you know, I've done this for 10 years, and I never thought about it from that aspect. Like, you can't double dip because it's like, why are you asking the government to take care of your kid?
But what's the
and
double
the
dip?
dad?
What's the double dip if I'm taking care of the?
So the double dip is basically like she's not getting both pots. So she's only getting this, and what happens is we usually tell them like, hey, because with cash with the federal government, you only get a 5-year stint for the whole child's life. 5 years is all you get. 72 months. That's all you get. So if you're using this, getting this cash for this extra $40 a month, it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Versus whatever. But yeah.
All right, are we off the child support talk?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was just something I saw on Facebook. It was
He
an
just had to make
interesting
his point real quick and everything. So have you guys seen this the criticism on Simone Biles' husband for wearing her gold medal?
What No, I haven't.
Okay, let me
seen
play
a post, but I haven't heard anything.
Let me play this for y'all.
After all of the take her medal off. After all of the take her medal off. Was it you, Mr. Simone Biles, who was flying through the air yesterday? Was it you who spun like a top 30 times in the air and landed without stumbling? No. You were taking notes in the audience, and I thought that was cute. I was going to give him a pass. I thought him keeping score in the audience was kind of cute.
I don't see the issue because if that was my man and he want to go,
Why is her medal?
I'm gonna wear it. I don't see the issue.
This
like
is why Rick Ross said you wasn't with me shooting in the gym because you won't, from whatever I done did my whole life. But you tripping about this man putting her medal on because he wasn't the one out there doing the flips. But when a man providing for a woman and he going out and doing whatever, you still you feel like you should have access, right?
I don't know. That's not working because I didn't see the issue.
What be the thought process with these people? Like, are you really just looking for like attention or likes because you really showing how? You just trolling.
A lot of people just troll.
Yeah. So, she'll make you really not understand, because I ain't saying all women feel like this. Where's the equality? Where is that at? Because you trying to come down on this man for one, supporting his wife, which is this big ass thing about how black men don't support and be there for the black woman, right? Here it is, a black man with his black wife left his football training camp, rightfully so, to go support his wife at the Paris Olympics. And you're complaining that he put her medal on because he wasn't the one flipping, but he was the one that's been supporting her, you know, these years they've been together. And then what's the difference in a man going to work and then you feel like, oh, he should just bring the money home and take care of me? Why? You wasn't at work with me,
but we together.
Exactly. So she need to shut up and let the man wear the medal. Like, that shit trash as hell.
I agree because I feel like I just feel like it was just a celebration. Like my wife did this. Like, this is important to her, so it's important to me. Like, we celebrating together because, like I said, because I'm sure if he won the championship, he had a ring. She gonna have his ring on. She gonna be holding up the championship. Oh
girl, the classic case of what's yours is mine, what's mine is mine. Is she the classic case of that?
What do you mean?
I ain't gonna say it. There still is this thing, but I've heard that a lot from women. Like,
what's yours is mine.
What's yours is mine. What's mine is mine.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What? That sounds selfish.
It's selfish as fuck, but that's how a lot of women think. Like, hey, you work, you do this.
I'm gonna work too, but I don't want to pay no bills and my money going in my bank account that we shouldn't have, and I'm just saving or doing whatever I want to with it. What's yours is mine, but what's mine is mine. No, why should I be giving you the man? Like, that's just the classic case of that. That shit's so trash. And then it be this big, oh, we want equality. Yeah. Unless you got the power, then you don't care about equality.
So, Simone Biles did clap back at that lady.
Thank you.
She
That is
clapped back.
appreciated.
Hold on, let me find it real quick. Just to,
For the picture.
I think she might have spoken.
I just
Hold on.
don't want to call her name.
Yeah, a lot of people was getting on her. A lot of people was getting on her.
Oh, that just made me think of a clip I'm gonna pull up too.
Okay.
Look, she done got me for real.
Angry.
Yup.
Simone Biles claps back after husband Jonathan Owens is slammed for wearing her Olympic.
Biles commented on my video. Simone Biles, Olympic gold medalist, most decorated gymnast of all time, took time out of her day, I think she's at the Olympics, to comment about the situation about her husband wearing her medal. She said, crazy thing is, I put my medal on every single one of my family members and took pictures. So don't ever make assumptions like y'all are so fucking miserable. Leave us alone. I'm honored.
Dang, called her miserable.
Oh, girl.
Called
She
her
is.
miserable. She said, "Y'all are so effing miserable. I wish y'all leave me alone." Somebody at D Shivs. He said a topic should be a man. Should a man get half in divorce if his wife is the breadwinner, and should she pay him alimony?
Yes.
If it ain't no prenup.
It's an easy yes for me.
If it ain't no prenup, because that woman gonna want the same thing.
Yep, I'm all for equality, baby. It's an easy yes for me.
Easy yes.
Yep.
I think it's an easy yes for the panel. We got any more questions from TikTok?
I appreciate the question. It's an easy yes for me. I just
Easy yes for the panel. My boy Kelby, he said, okay, good to see you back in the booth together. Appreciate you, Kelby. Shout out to everybody in the chat on TikTok, Malcolm J, Philippe, Daryl Martin, Feeks,
appreciate
D
y'all.
Shivs, Big Old Goofy. Appreciate y'all. You had a topic you wanted to go into?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be 1,000% honest. If I were 22 today, I would not be dating black men at all, unless they were older. They'd have to be real old.
Sprinkle.
Because
That's what this is?
Yep.
they're too
Sure,
feminine
sprinkle.
these days for me.
Goofy.
I like masculine, go
I'm
get 'em.
sorry, I shouldn't have said
I'm gonna
that.
pay for that baby type men.
Say what you want to say.
Where you want to go on vacation type men.
Hold that
That's
2
what I
times
like.
speed
That's what
if
I
you
was
can.
brought up wanting. Okay, if I was 22 today, I wouldn't date black men. I'm sorry. Y'all take long, get y'all stuff together.
Might not be.
Y'all want us to
yeah,
pay
you
half
just
the
let me
bills.
hold
Answer
it.
you. Y'all can't do that. So I would never do it. I'm not saying that other men are better than you. I'm just saying they're more ambitious than you. Yes, you can play basketball and football really good. You dominate the rap game. But the average non-famous black man has less ambition. Okay? So I like ambition. Ambition leads to success. Others have a financial head start. They are not more ambitious. That's not really true. My husband didn't have no head start. He's black. Yeah, he came from a family of 10 in the country. He had no head start. What was yours?
Alright.
Go ahead, but
First off, it's her whole statement is extremely toxic to me. Just because
that she wouldn't date black men.
If she was 22,
right
at the age of
so you want a 22-year-old who at the least might have just graduated college to have his shit together to take care of you, and you 22. What you doing to make me be doing that at 22? What at 22? What you bringing to the table? And that don't you know what? That don't even matter. That's a hard ask for a 22-year-old that might be fresh out of college, or that maybe went to trade school and whatever else. You just left home at 18, if you even left home at 18. So now you teaching little young black girls. If he ain't got his shit together by 22, go date another race or an older man. But then you'll turn around and look at an older man and say he creepy, grooming a young girl to be what he want her to be because she 22 and he 35. She 22 and he 40. But you're promoting this. Then to say black men lack ambition. But, oh, you dominate the rap game. You dominate basketball, football. But then at the same time, y'all mad when those people got them a white chick. But look at your mentality at 22. What you saying your mentality should be. If you ain't got it all together, I don't want to be with you. So you know what? How I would feel at 22 if I had it all together?
Fuck you.
I don't want you. I would rather go get somebody who would have been willing to build with me through whatever that process was. And then we made it. Which is exactly why. I ain't gonna say exactly why because I don't know. But when these athletes go get other race women, you wonder why. Because this is a black woman thought process. And the comments on the shit was just, yeah, and just so in agreement. And then it'd be this, oh, black men don't love black women. Tell me how you loving black men with any of that you just said.
I don't know.
Okay.
She said, I ain't say it.
Right.
I mean, I'm just saying, like,
because let's be real. At this big age of mine, I'm still figuring shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a handle on some stuff, but at this big ass age, I'm still figuring things out as where I feel like everybody else is too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was a bold ass statement to make because at 22, I think at 22 I was only paying my phone bill and barely doing it.
These people is trash. Yeah. Like it's no more growing together. It's no more. It's like, yeah, you better have it. And then when people are out here doing whatever to make money and try to be rich, you looking at them like, oh, you don't have to rush, and why you doing this and why you doing that? Because look at what you're planting in their head. You gotta have money and be able to take care of me, and you need to do it by 22. What? Like, it's saddening. And you don't even think about how many black men you saying lack ambition. Do you know how many black men gotta go to work at 17, 18? Mama done told them, yeah, you gotta go. They gotta go fend for the how I'm supposed to be have my shit together at 22 when I've been taking care of myself since 18. I might have been sleeping at relatives' houses to go to work, all type, like in a real struggle, and you telling me you ain't got no ambition.
Yeah, I don't know, dog. I don't know. I don't agree with. I do feel like in this newer generation of like entrepreneurship, like a lot of kids aren't going to school. They're figuring things out, trades out earlier. So maybe it's a small window of not even having your shit together, but having a little bit of money to kind of feed into what social media is saying because of the newer generations. But speaking from our generation, how we were, it wasn't like that. Because at one point, when I was in high school, I thought I was going to be married with children in my career at 23. Here I am at my big age. Like, yeah, I'm married, I got a kid, I got a career, but it definitely didn't happen at 23. And it happened in my 30s, and I still feel like it didn't happen like that. And it happened in my 30s, and I still kind of feel like I was too young. I could have waited a little longer to have a kid.
And if
I could have waited a little longer to get married, you know?
And that's what I was finna say. If you would have did it at 23 and had to go through that struggle, you probably would have felt like, damn, I should have waited. Mm-hmm. Or, I could have waited.
Facts.
Shout out Kelby. He said nowadays you just hope to find someone with their basics together and striving to be better, because anyone over 30 should know this isn't easy.
Man, it's not.
Baby.
It's not. And then while you with that message that you're sending out to young girls that's 22 years old, Are you sending them the message to be ready to take care of this man and do whatever he need while you talking about I'm not going 50-50?
Yeah.
So are you gonna be you telling them that they need to treat this man this type of way, do XYZ, be ready to submit to him in a way that he want them to? No. It's just like, yeah, dude, better have a shit together and be ready to pay for everything at 22, because that's what I need.
If he ain't sending back to his mama.
D Shiv said, I feel like having a job is frowned upon in society now. Like it's a problem working for someone.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely, because they're pushing entrepreneurship so much. But hell, it takes more energy and more work to go into being an entrepreneur. Not saying don't do it. If you have that ambition, do it. But when you leave a 9 to 5, you know, you get to mentally sometimes clock out. But when you're an entrepreneur, you're always thinking, you're always on the go. Like you never get to clock out. And sometimes you don't even make money doing this. You know what I'm saying? But it's your passion, so you keep at it. So if you have the entrepreneurial spirit, do it. Go for it. If not, then do what's best for you and do what's going to take care of you and your family.
And there's some people that work for somebody that make more than entrepreneurs. Like,
absolutely.
Find what it is that you good at, that you like to do, that you want to do, and do it. And it is what it is. But looking down on people that's okay with working a 9 to 5 or whatever you want to call it, it shouldn't even be. It shouldn't be like that.
So I saw this TikTok. It said, "Men don't divorce; they just cheat." Facts or cap?
Facts.
What? Damn.
Because sometimes it's cheaper to keep her, and if you get the right side chick, shit, it's like okay. I'm not a man, so I can't answer that. It said men. It said nothing about women. It said
Punk,
men.
is there any accuracy to that statement?
Nah, black men don't cheat.
Facts.
I'm sorry, y'all. Let me be serious.
The bullshit
serious
train
thing
has
you just said.
pulled in. The bullshit train has pulled in.
I don't think that's facts. Now, if they would have said black men don't divorce, they just sit there and be, you know, they just coast.
They just coast. That's what you call it. They coasting.
So with coasting comes cheating.
I didn't say that.
I'm asking. I didn't say you said that. I'm asking.
No, not necessarily.
Okay. So you don't feel like there's no truth at all to that statement?
I didn't say it don't happen. I just don't think it's facts that's like every situation. But I do think men would prefer not to divorce.
So why do you think men would prefer not to divorce?
I mean, I just think y'all know I feel like men more loyal than women. Like honestly,
I've never heard this argument before.
Never heard you say that. No, absolutely not.
Yeah,
I'm 97 episodes in. I ain't heard this.
Nah, I feel like men are more loyal than women. Like, regardless of what y'all say, y'all the ones that filed for divorce. Whatever you can say is because of us and we did this and we do that, but it's proven that we all got our shit right.
So
hold on. It's proven that we all got our shit right.
Okay,
y'all got stuff that irritate us and get on our nerves that we don't like. We got stuff that's same, vice versa, right?
Correct.
Who's usually the first person to jump ship?
A woman.
Okay, so you can't tell. There ain't no but.
There is a but.
What's the but?
The but is how long has she sat in this?
As long as the whole time I've been sitting in it too.
Right, so you have the same choices. So here's my thing. So
my loyalty to you,
me choosing me or my peace of mind does not negate my loyalty to you, because for however many years we've been together, I have been loyal to you. I have done blah 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 blah. I've done all these things. I've been loyal to you. But there's something
when you decided to jump
a boundary that has been crossed that made me want to get a divorce. So here's what I'm saying. Yes, let me finish. Yes. So here's my thing. So here's my thing. A hard boundary. A hard boundary for a woman could be cheating. It could be domestic violence. So if my boundary is cheating and I find out that you cheated on me, if I find out that you cheated on me, then what? I'm supposed to stay with you out of loyalty to you?
So
Like,
listen,
no.
listen to what I'm saying.
not answering my
Everybody has that. What
Okay.
I'm telling you is, it's a gang of stuff that women do that men feel like that's a deal breaker for me.
Okay.
And what a lot of men do is say, you know what, I'm gonna stay. They choose to stay. They choose to see if things will get better because we have this outlook. Well, I ain't gonna even say that because I don't know what reason everybody marry for. But the way this world is set up, the reasons men marry, I think, are different than the reasons women marry. And
It
I
could be
feel
in some
like
cases.
our reasons are a little more genuine because it's not based on survival. It's based on
And every woman's decision
I
to
didn't
marry.
say, I didn't say
right,
every.
but what I'm saying
if you're
is,
saying y'all want providers and protectors, y'all are marrying based off survival. We're marrying based off of how you make me feel. The things
no,
that
you want somebody that's going to take care of you, that's going to nurture you, that's going to make your house into a home. That's the same thing. A man is marrying because based off what a woman can, how she makes him feel.
Right.
What she does for him. It's right. Is she frying her chicken hard the first time? Is she doing laundry and folding his drawers?
Harold's
But Harold's fried chicken is not the same as homemade fried chicken.
It ain't. But
It's not the same as you coming home to your girl coming home. You coming home from work, your girl in her boy shorts and her tank top cooking, vibing in the kitchen, the R&B. It's not the same. It's not the same. Her making your house into a home is not the same. Yes.
If I go to Harold's to get some chicken,
It ain't gonna be the same as my fried chicken. I can guarantee you that.
Chicken.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Back to the
it's apples
point.
and oranges. It's apples and oranges. Do some men marry just because, oh, I can control her? Some women marry because, damn, I can get over on him. He gonna take care of me. I don't gotta do shit. But some men genuinely marry because, damn, she loved me. When I was fucked up, when I was sick, she took care of me like nobody else would. When she saw me at my lowest, my craziest, it was like she saw something
you said
different
that's
in
why
him.
men marry.
Sometimes women marry for that. And sometimes men marry for the same things. Sometimes people just marry just based off of love. Like,
That is sometimes.
Sometimes,
But the general
but it's across the board. It's for men and women.
Okay.
Let him finish. The general what?
I'm good.
Hey, y'all got off the topic. The topic was men don't get divorced.
They cheat.
Yeah,
Facts.
I think
I think so
don't
because
think
sometimes
that's
it's cheaper to
necessarily
keep
a
her.
fact.
Sometimes it's cheaper to keep her.
It probably is.
Right. So I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna cheat. Do me. I'm gonna keep her on the side.
I believe men are gonna deal with a woman shit way longer than a woman deals with a man shit. And y'all act like, oh, my deal breaker is cheating, so you cheated and I'm leaving. It's hella deal breakers that men deal with. How many men taking care of kids that ain't theirs?
I don't know.
And y'all like that shit should be a deal breaker, but men still
okay,
be
so
there.
are you saying kids
Can I
that?
finish?
I'm asking for a question.
Go ahead.
Are these kids that the woman came into the relationship with, or kids that, like, while we were together, I got pregnant by somebody else, and you're taking care of that child? There's a difference because you have a choice at the beginning of this relationship. If I come into a relationship with a kid or two and you decide like, hey, I'm going to be with her, so I'm going to take care of her kids too, that's a choice that you made early on. Now, if I was with you, we was together
That
and I
ain't
got
no
pregnant.
different than you knew the nigga was cheating when y'all first started dating, and then you stayed with him and got married like it was
Well,
gonna
that's different
change.
because that's what
And
it
then
is.
now it's a deal breaker. It's the same shit. So like that to me just it's
Well,
the same.
if it goes like that, then yeah. But my thought would be if your boundary is cheating, then you're not going to marry this cheating ass man. To be like, oh, he's gonna change because if he ain't changed before y'all get married, he's not gonna change this. I don't know.
The way I feel like the way women present it is like, oh, I've been dealing with this for so long and now I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, men get tired, but we don't leave because we're tired.
So
We're
you're
like,
saying that make men more loyal? Because that's what
yeah,
what we had went into.
because we're trying to figure out how we gonna work this shit out. We're trying to figure out solutions.
Okay.
Where most of the time, proven in statistics, because y'all leave more, right? Y'all file for divorce more,
I haven't
right?
seen no statistics, but okay.
All right, anyway,
I haven't seen them.
Google works.
So you want me to pull up the
That-
Google, share my
No,
screen?
we all know.
So I hear what you're saying. So I guess I look at it like this. So
You look at it like if I decided to finally leave, it was your fault.
No.
Yes, because if you're choosing peace for you, what does that mean? You're putting the blame on the other person.
I'm not putting. You're not putting the blame on anybody. I'm just asking the question as a woman to two men. If you knew that your spouse was cheating, like out here, like doing major things, are you staying with her just for the sake of seeing if this gonna work, or are you gonna be like, hey, I'm finna dip on this slut ass bitch because like, okay, you cheated one time, cool, I forgave that. 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 100 times, you're not going to continuously sit around and be faithful and not do shit else and stay with a woman that's continuously giving her body to somebody else. You're not going to do that. You're not going to stay with a woman that, I'm going to go here, that's beating on you every day. You're not.
Okay. I don't even think you should talk about cheating when you're speaking what a woman does towards a man. The number one reason is because we're not searching for that. Like, we're not actively looking like, oh, I feel like she cheating. Let me look and see if she cheating. We're not actively doing that.
And sometimes women don't actively look for it. Sometimes they hit them on the doorstep. And just like women go through men phones, men go through women phones too. Maybe that's not what you do, or maybe your friends, your guys, and what y'all do. But there are men out here that go through women phones looking for shit, looking for a reason. Whether it's to cheat, to beat her ass, or to leave her. It's men out here looking for reasons too, just like women. What?
I was going to domestic violence shit.
Well, I'm just saying, like, sometimes it's that.
We ain't jumping ship as fast as y'all, because we trying to figure out a solution or figure out how we can make this shit work.
Okay.
That's just my opinion. That's a lot. That's what I see. And a lot of times with women thinking men don't know they cheating or doing them. Yeah, they do. But again, we not searching for seeking it like you. Women do things to make men think and feel the same exact ways that y'all think and feel.
I agree.
But we ain't jumping ship because of it.
I'm not saying you're jumping ship because I'm pretty sure a woman isn't jumping ship because, oh, I think my man is cheating. Oh, he wore cologne to work today, so it gotta be. No, women aren't just jumping ship because they've thought for 20 years that their man is cheating. A woman is jumping ship after 20 years of her man cheating on her and her having proof in her face, and she's finally tired of it. A man is not jumping ship because he thinks, oh, I think my woman is cheating. Oh, she wore a thong with her dress today to work, so it got to be something going on.
Why not? No. Because a woman to think that, this nigga put on some different pants today.
What I'm saying is, it's not going to be 20 years.
When y'all do something different, that means you doing.
Agree, but what I'm saying is, a woman isn't going to jump ship after being with somebody for 20 years because she thinks he's been doing this for 20 years. It's going to be hard proof, just like a man isn't going to just jump ship because he thinks they're going to have proof of it.
And that's why I said, I'm not even thinking of cheating in the terms of men. I'm thinking of the things like. Well, the question
was cheating, so that's why I was. That's why I keep going back to cheating. Like men that cheat before they get divorced. That's why I keep going back to cheating.
Yeah, but I ain't talking. I'm not. I'm saying the reasoning behind men staying is not because they cheating. You know, it's not like, oh, I'm just gonna cheat instead of getting divorced. And I'm trying to get you to understand that. We not looking at cheating the way y'all look at it. We looking at the other shit of how you treat me. You know, when we at home, when we doing certain things, activities like what you're pouring into us. Men be fed up with y'all in a lot of those aspects and not jumping ship. Okay. And that stuff be more important than you dealing with a woman that's cheating on you. Because we're not even thinking about that. It's not like that's in our minds like, oh, we worried about a woman cheat. No, we're worried more about what you're pouring into us, how you're treating us, how you're making us feel. If you're doing the things that I need you to do for me. Men deal with y'all not doing that type of thing, whatever it is they may need or want, for years.
And so does women. Women deal with the same things from men too.
I understand that. And what I'm saying is, we're not jumping ship because we have to deal with those things or the lack of those things. At least if
it becomes excessive, like it's like
it is excessive. If the same way you saying I've been dealing with this 20 years, if you lacking the things that your husband needs and you've been lacking that for years and he's expressive about it and you still ain't changing, you not doing nothing about it, men aren't leaving. They're trying to figure out how we can make this shit work.
No,
Should
they just start to cheat. I feel like after a man...
And see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You're saying they start to cheat. Cool. What I'm saying is they're not leaving. They're not divorcing. You're gonna divorce.
Cheat, but just don't divorce me.
I'm not saying cheat, but don't divorce. I'm saying that is what, to me, makes a man more loyal. Because even though you got me at the point where, yes, I want to leave you, I'm tired of putting up with this shit, we still be there, sitting in the suffering. Is it the right thing to do? Probably not. However, we will, because we be believing, oh, this shit gonna get better. Keep talking about it, communicating. It's gonna get better.
And I'm gonna say, and just as many men who sitting and thinking that it's gonna suffering in that whatever that sadness or depression, thinking it's gonna get better. There's just as many women sitting in the mirrors doing the same exact thing. Like,
no,
damn,
it's not. If
yes,
y'all divorce more than us, if y'all file for divorce more than us, that can't be the case. It just can't be. There's no way to say it's equal if it's a statistical fact that y'all file divorce more. I just
feel like a lot of men don't file for divorce because y'all don't want to go through the rigmarole of fucking doing it.
We going through it anyway once you file.
Rigmarole of doing the paperwork, of doing all this, because once I file, paperwork is done. All you gotta do is agree to some terms and sign your fucking name. But if I file, then I gotta go through the rigmarole of doing everything. Men don't want to go through that rigmarole of doing that, or being like, or looking soft like, oh well, I left, so I'm giving up. But shit, if you're not fucking happy and it's not, and you've expressed your things and you've done every single thing that you could do.
So you
we've
think
done therapy, we've done this. Hell yeah, yes.
Okay. Based off what?
Based off of the things that we put up with, because
we put up with the same things.
I'm gonna go back to the cheating thing.
We put up with the same things.
I'm gonna go back to the cheating thing. A woman will deal with a man cheating tenfold because she love him, and if he know I love him, things will get better. But cheat on a man once or twice. Oh, you a hoe, you a bop, you a slut. Fuck you, I'm out. Because how dare you do something else outside of this? Because they always say when women cheat, it's emotional. When men cheat, it's just sex. Bullshit. So when I cheat, it's different. So when I cheat, because it's more emotional, because I'm reaching for something that I'm not getting in my relationship. But when a man cheats, it's, oh, she got a fat ass, so I'm finna fuck this real quick. So it don't mean shit. But when a woman cheats, then it means something. A man is not gonna sit around and let his woman continuously cheat on him, whether it's with the same person or a different person, more than a woman will. A woman will sit in her shit and be like, damn, like, and starts to eventually blame herself, like, what am I not doing? What do I lack? Why am I fucking up that this man can get his shit together and be good to me? But because at that point a woman gets fed up, be like, all right, well, fuck it, I did this 10-year bid. This nigga steady cheating on me, he ain't getting it together. So let me leave. So now all of a sudden I'm not loyal because I decided to leave your cheating ass. Make it make sense.
It makes sense to me. I don't get what you're saying.
Men are not more loyal than women. That's crazy.
You saying you're loyal because you dealt with somebody cheating 10 times?
Or treating you not being a priority, so, not having that communication.
So you see
I'm sticking because I want something to work out. Because in my mind, right, if I continue to stick around, things are eventually going to get better.
Okay, so can we take the emotion out of it? Because you just named this list of things, right? Cheating, how you treat me, what you do.
He forgets my birthday. He not taking the trash out.
V-chat, let him finish real quick.
So these list of things you're giving, right?
Okay.
You got a list, I got a list.
Okay.
You doing this shit I hate, I'm doing this shit you hate. Mm-hmm. Who jumping ship first?
After I done communicated 100 times?
After we done communicated 100 times. Who's jumping ship first?
I'm gonna leave.
Thank you. All right.
I'm gonna leave, but that doesn't mean that you're more loyal. No,
why?
It does not.
Why not? Why not?
So because I'm finally choosing me. I've chosen you for the last 20, 30 years or 10, 15, whatever years. I've chosen you all this time. With you not choosing me. So the one time I choose me, I'm not loyal anymore.
Now let's take the emotion out of it. I've been dealing with this shit 20, 30 years too. Right. And I ain't choose me to jump ship. Why? Because I'm still loyal to what we supposed to be doing. I'm still trying to figure out how to make it. I never said we both unhappy. I'm just literally taking what you saying.
Right.
20, 30 years I've been dealing with this. I'm fed up. I'm jumping ship. It be the same shit for men. That make me think that y'all feel like he ain't been dealing with shit for 20, 30 years.
Absolutely not. So I'm not negating the time that you put in this either.
So then the logical thing is, if you jumping ship first, how can you tell me that I'm not more loyal? I wasn't the one ready to jump ship. I'm still trying to figure this shit out and make it work. But you jumping ship.
So let's stay in something where we're both unhappy.
I didn't say what should or shouldn't happen.
I'm just speaking.
I did not say what should or shouldn't happen.
So let me not file divorce to prove that I'm more loyal to you.
I ain't say you have to prove nothing. But what I'm telling you is that yes, that makes you less loyal. That does not prove loyalty.
No, absolutely not. That's crazy. No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No.
All right.
So loyalty is jumping ship. You're more loyal if you leave. If you leave and think about yourself, you're more loyal than staying and thinking about the other person.
Okay, well then I'm unloyal. After 20 years of choosing you, I finally chose me.
You just not as loyal as I am, and that's okay.
Okay, that's fine.
It is what it is.
That's fine.
We used to that. We expect
it. Be used to it. Good. Expect it.
We do.
Good. I'm glad you do.
I knew it was gonna get messy, but I didn't know it was gonna get to that. That was good. Dang.
You don't have an opinion on the matter?
No, not at all.
We want to hear Jew's point.
Nope. Doing my producing thing over here. Was there something else you wanted to discuss? You done? You good? All right.
We could get another topic in.
You want to get another one in? Okay,
yeah, we can. Yeah.
Hey, this was an interesting TikTok. I felt like I sent it to you. What was this?
I am 35 years old, and I will definitely say that I've known my dad my entire life. But there are other things that I feel like make a man or somebody's dad a deadbeat versus just never showing up. I was a really big daddy's girl. Now, as time goes by, as we grow up and we start understanding a little bit more about life, we kind of get a chance to pay attention to our parents, especially our mothers, and see what type of role they take on. And then a little bit later, we realize our mother prioritized the role as being a mom a lot more than our fathers prioritized being a dad. My mom would always go to work, but my dad would sit home, and of course, so his job would be to watch us. The very first things that I remember in my childhood is my dad, when my brother was a brand new baby, he would sit downstairs and play video games all day long, the entire time my mom was gone. What he will also do is allow my newborn brother to just cry to the very top of his lungs, and he would not even think about, walking upstairs to get him. So that resulted in eventually my mom getting rid of my dad. She did not play that shit whatsoever. My mom felt like if she was going to get up and go to work, the least he could do is be watching the kids and not allowing her newborn ass baby to be sitting up screaming at the top of his lungs crying. But when I was that young, it hurt me a lot because, like I said, I was a really big daddy's girl, so that hurt me to my core. It ripped me apart. As time went by, I ended up, getting used to it. Now, I remember when my brother turned about 1 year old, my dad introduced us to his new girlfriend. But when I first met her, she was the bomb. Like, she had went to the store and bought me, all kind of like little purses and stuff from like a Target or something like that. And like those were like my very first memories of her. She used to play Monopoly, and I guess I liked her because she was doing like the kid things, with me, and I really enjoyed that. And from there, things kind of declined. So, of course, being a small child, I'm in elementary school, I'm in middle school, and, kids need things. So my mom would tell me to ask my dad for something, let's say it was like a school book fair or something like that, and she would be like, call your dad and ask him for $5. Call my dad and ask him for $5, and it was always a no. Every single time I would ask my dad for anything, he never had it. Even to this day, the one thing that I can recall my dad ever buying for me, and I was like 5 years old, he bought me like a bracelet that had like all the Disney characters on it. I real life can't think of one other thing that my dad like has contributed or purchased. I am 35 years old, and I will definitely say that I've known my dad my entire life. But
okay, so my question is there a such thing as a present deadbeat parent, dad or mom, a present deadbeat parent, present deadbeat dad? Because that's what she had in the text of that.
Yeah.
Can you speak it to the mic?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You all the way comfortable. Okay.
Yes. There is a such thing as a present deadbeat parent.
Can you explain why you feel that way?
Without getting too personal, I know parents who have kids and just kind of pawn them off on their grandparents, on other family members, and only show up when it's time to discipline or when the kid is in trouble. But they don't spend time with them. They don't show up. Like, it's never been to the school. Like, this child has been in the hospital, never thought to show up, never called to check on them. So yeah, there are deadbeat present parents, like, oh, I'm his mom or I'm his dad, but you're never there. Like, you can't provide, you don't spend time with them, you don't do things, you're just only present when it benefits you, like tax time or getting benefits or things like that.
Tax time.
So, yes, I do know deadbeat parents. Present deadbeat parents, yes.
Punk, what you think?
I think this is very situational. From her outlook, I can understand her feeling that way because her dad didn't work and essentially was a stay-at-home dad who wasn't taking care of the kids, so I could get that. But if a person is going to work and might be working multiple jobs, and you feel like, oh, they don't have enough time, they don't spend enough time with the kids, or whatever that the case may be when they get home, to feel like they're not present even though they're present is slightly understandable, but a little bit like, damn, but I'm going out here, like I'm dadding because I'm going out here to provide for the family. I'm working multiple jobs, like I'm making sure everything is straight, but because I leave to go to work at 6 and don't get home to 8 and I'm tired, and it's like, oh, you didn't spend time with the kids the past, yesterday or today, and it's like, well, shit, I'm getting off work, I'm exhausted, I gotta wake right back up for work. Is that still a deadbeat?
I don't think that's a deadbeat per se, because you're still present, and
but you're not present if off of what she's kind of saying, if you're not active, like if you're not. Because if I'm just coming home and I'm like, shit, I'm finna get in the shower, get in the bed, like I'm tired, and you're not spending time with the kid, then essentially that's the same thing.
Right. I think hers was more based off of.
She mentioned him buying stuff, like
him not providing, like whenever she calls him,
that's
he
why I
didn't
said
do that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like hers was a situation. So she feel like he was a deadbeat because he could never do anything for her. While he was always there, he would always answer a phone call. They would always spend time together. Whenever she needed something, he wasn't there. So that's what she's basing him being a deadbeat off of. You know what I'm saying? Like him not being able to give her things financially. And just me personally, I feel like, yes, the money portion is definitely important in taking care of a kid, but I would rather a dad be there present, like spending time doing things, versus if I had to choose. If I had to choose, I would prefer for you to spend the time to instill those memories and things like that, versus just handing over money and then you not being there.
I didn't even get into the money part because there wasn't enough details for me, honestly.
It wasn't, all she said was when
he could have been at that age you talking about.
She had a part 2. Hold on, let's see.
He could have been.
Let's get some more context.
He still had the girlfriend, of course, and it was still like the tug and pull of consistently needing things, because as a growing child, we need shit, we need stuff, no matter what it is. We need clothes, we need food, we need everything. My dad just like did not contribute. Like he just did not contribute. Now, he would pull up and he would come get us. He would would spend time with us, but he would not put any dollars, like any money, into the household. And I will say this: my mom was a motherfucking hustler. My mom was a real life hustler. So back then, she was selling weed. Everybody fucked with my mom too. Like everybody knew my mom, so she was making like money for real. But it still isn't fair because she didn't lay down and have any babies by herself. When she had me, she was 16 years old, and I think when she had my brother, she may have been like 21. I never even knew a time that my mom didn't have a job. Like my mom always had a job, and it was never like no fly by the wind jobs either. So they were always like good jobs. She had gotten
so okay, I think we got the context though. She said Pops would pull up. He'll call. He'll pull up.
I still didn't get all the context because was he on child support?
It didn't say. She didn't say.
You see what I'm saying? Because if he was on child support,
hold on. Let's see.
I was already working for the school board, like early when I was in middle school. So eventually, my mom had put my dad on child support because if you're not doing anything any other way, then like
high
it's
school,
like option, because it's like men are not just wanting to take care of the kids on their own unless they're forced, and even when they get forced to by the courts, they still don't help. They still don't do anything. So what he would do is he would send between me and my brother, he would send $1 $80 payment through the mail, like that's it. And I remember my mom used to like kind of be fussing with him, like Darshell eats $80 at school in a week. You know what I'm saying? I can't take care of 2 kids with $80. Like what is this? Of course he doesn't care because he was just sending the $80 so that he could show the courts that he was doing something. He never cared about the amount. That was never his priority. He never cared about that. That was just his, fly by and just, act like I'm doing something because I really don't want to contribute or do nothing at all. So eventually my mom started just giving me the full $80 check, and she would be like, Darshell, you can take this and do whatever it is that you want with it because I can't really take care of y'all with $80, and whatever it is, for your brother that is needed, of course, like I've always been doing, I'll just keep buying that myself. Well, eventually my mom, like a bunch of real moms do, took my dad off for child support because she felt like, well, I guess it doesn't help at all if he's in jail, then he really can't do anything or be a dad. And my mom didn't want my dad to go to jail. She took him off for child support, and I don't remember us ever getting anything. So he definitely wasn't spending no money, no $80 or nothing after that. So that was like his get out of jail free card. As more time went by, he still had the girlfriend, of course.
Okay, so is that a deadbeat? Is that a present deadbeat in y'all opinion?
No.
Yeah.
I still don't think it's a present deadbeat.
Because I feel like even after, so she didn't put him on child support, and so she gave him ample chances to show up, just be there to do what you can. She didn't put him on child support until high school.
See, this go back.
Until high school, and then she said the $80 wasn't doing anything, so she decided to take him off child support because you being in jail is not going to do anything for me or for the kids. So then at that point, he's just not doing anything at all. So at that point, was he even still seeing them? Because at that point, it was like, she said it was a get out of jail free card. So at that point,
no, well, she said he was present. He'll pull up.
Right.
That's
So
the facts that we get.
okay.
So that's why
The
I'm
facts
like,
that we get is he will pull up. He's present.
you
he
know
is
the irony
present,
in this.
but he did not give.
It go back to the Facebook question. He
What?
looked at like a deadbeat because he can't provide financially. And the government ain't giving him assistance. Like, that's why I was saying, why wouldn't the government say, okay, we gonna get her cash for your child support since you ain't financially
because she has
able.
to apply for it. Because she has to apply for it, saying like, hey,
But she
this
working
is what I
stuff,
need.
so of
Right.
course she can't. They not gonna just give that to her. But that's the point. In if a man ain't working, ain't got it, nobody is providing for the kid for him. But if the woman isn't, the government will provide for the kid for her.
I don't know if it's providing for the kid, but making
Who
sure
is it
that
providing for? Who is it for?
for the household, for the whole household. It's not just the kid. It's not like, hey, here's just money for the kids for the entire household. But it's the same for the dad. If the dad had custody of the kids and he didn't have the money, he would get the same assistance that the mom would get. And she would be held to the same fire that the man. If she's on child support, she can't pay it, then eventually she'll be in jail. So it just depends on who have custody of the kid.
So why is he looked at like a deadbeat? Because he's not financially able to provide.
Is it that he's not able to financially provide, or he don't want to financially provide?
She said he ain't work.
Well, he was doing something if he was able to pay $80, but the mama just took him off, so he was able to do something.
He clearly wasn't able to pay it if she was worried about him going to jail, so she took him off of it.
Yeah,
but she said he wasn't working. He was at home, supposed to be taking care of the kids, whatever else.
Right,
then she got
before her
tired of
mom
him.
left him. Right, but
We don't know what she was doing after that. But he came and spent time. He would come get him, but he's a deadbeat because he can't supply financially.
I don't think so. Like I said before, like I did say yeah, but then, like I said before, I feel like time can be more important than financial assistance. That's how I feel. I do wholeheartedly
What
feel
they
that
say,
way.
men only as valuable as
What they can provide.
what they can provide financially.
That's not true.
Shit, that's what she just said. He came and spent time, picked us up, everything else, but man was a deadbeat because he never put money in the house that I was living in.
Episode 97. Follow the TikTok. Follow the YouTube. Instagram. Facebook. If you're on that, follow us everywhere. Shout out to the 32 people in the TikTok chat. We had about 6 in the YouTube stream. I don't know how many people was in. A few people, probably about 10 in the Instagram. And we'll catch y'all next time. Cause Punk said he had to get out of here by 8 o'clock. He about to keep talking. He ready to keep talking.
I am, but I gotta. Don't y'all know how y'all be telling the kids you gotta get back on schedule and I gotta get back on schedule.
Get back on schedule. Any final words for you guys?
No, appreciate y'all.
Hey,
Come back next time.
See you next
Peace
time. You hear?
out.